This necklace with this crucifix was intercepted by CBP here at Miami International Airport from a passenger coming from Colombia. What brought the attention to the officer was the difference in the quality because of the finish. You can see striations and lines. It doesn't look professional in nature.
In the last 3 years, Miami International Airport seen an uptick in the illicit gold trade. Much of it is from illegal mining operations down in Colombia. The gold is smuggled out of Colombia and brought here to the United States to sell the gold to fund international criminal organizations.
This bracelet and this necklace, the appraisal came back close to $30,000 just for this.
Similar to a kilo of cocaine. In other instances, we've seen bulk shipments in bar form on the cargo side of the airport. This here came back with a market value of about $930,000. Just here in the last 3 years alone, Miami International Airport encountered probably more than a ton of gold that can be traced to illicit mining operations or illicit trade. Gold trafficking oftentimes will parallel that of the narcotics trade. Many of these criminal organizations smuggle various commodities and controlled items. The money and the proceeds that is obtained through the illicit gold industry can be more than narcotics smuggling. Homeland Security investigations have a presence in more than 70 countries around the world, so we are routinely collaborating with Colombia to target the illicit gold trade. Gabe.
¿Cómo estás? How are you?
Bien, bien. ¿Cómo está usted?
Bien, bien.
Obviously, on our end, we're seeing the gold flow through. We're seeing it flow through Miami. We continue to investigate it to the extent possible. You guys have anything operationally going on right now or something that may warrant coordination with us at this point?
Based on some information that you guys were able to send, our Colombian government, working with our Colombian National Police, were able to identify a network in Colombia who have been receiving and purchasing heavy machinery that's being utilized in this illicit gold mining. The main target is here in Bogota. So we're planning to conduct operations soon. So we have right now arrest warrants for them.
Very good. Keep us informed. Let us know what's going on. We'll monitor the imports in South Florida and support the operation down there.
That's great.
At the Hidalgo Bridge, it's never the same thing.
Documentos, señor.
We have H-1Bs, which are people coming over to work, and they're going everywhere from Washington to North Carolina.
¿Sí? Okay, bueno. Gracias. Que le vaya bien.
You have tourists that are coming through, just traveling in and out.
¿Cómo está, sir? ¿Dónde van?
A los outlets de Parcel.
Ah, los outlets. Okay.
It's a lot of different people from a lot of different backgrounds.
Mucho cuidado.
It's a whole melting pot.
Reynosa, Mexico, is a city that borders Hidalgo, Texas. It's known for its cartel violence. You control the border, you control the money, and if I can do anything to stop the influx of, narcotics into this area, I'll do my very best.
It's a wash machine. We try to remove everything and check for hidden compartments.
Negative on the canine inspection.
Come on this way, okay?
A lot of stuff.
The individual came in from Mexico. She had been down there probably since 2019, I believe she said. said that she had some problems with the cartels. We were inspecting the vehicle since it's been outside the country for so long, doing a thorough search to make sure we're not missing anything contraband-wise, weapons, ammunition, money, anything like that. This looks like medications. Looks like she has hobbies. She's got a lot of stuff in here. Yes. This lady's got everything for the last 3 years living in her van. It's like a toilet. Every crevice is filled with something. You're gonna need canine. Canine to secondary. Canine to secondary.
Here you can see clothing articles, you can see zippers, buttons. Those are clear.
Good boy, Papa. He's a good boy.
I've been working with CBP for almost 15 and a half years, working here in the International Mail Facility. I'm going on my 3rd year. What we do here is targeting parcels, trying to stop illegal drugs, illegal guns, to keep our country safe. There are pretty nasty things that we have seen. Okay, we have a store here. We have seen human remains, skulls, bones. These ones can be Christmas tree, can be anything, I don't know. We have seen sexual toys that are different. 2 weeks ago, I have a colony of ants that were coming from Europe. Why do we need another colony of ants? I don't know. Next box. Okay, let's find out what we have here. It looks like a pump, like air pump. The cylinder of the pump should be clear, but it has some items inside that cylinder. So definitely this is something that needs to be inspected. Oh, what we have, the pump for oil, for cars. Ooh. Okay. I recognize these parts. Pins and triggers for gun switches. They belong to a Glock gun. The same gun that we use as a law enforcement. It will make this gun fully automatic. We don't even have a fully automatic gun. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25 Glock switches times 2,000 is $50,000. So we're gonna put it back all together and we're gonna send it to our special agents for a controlled delivery. So most of the parcels that we have selected here for a double check is because we have an intel department that actually selects the parcels because these parcels have a red flag. 80 to 85% of the package have some kind of contraband, and that's because they are specifically selected because the history of the package and the history of the sender.
All clear.
This one, I don't think it's anything, though. It's very light, but I don't know. Let's see. Nope, mistaken I am. We gotta open. Oh, wow. Look at this. Rifle. That's a rifle. a suit machine gun. Okay, I can see by the mechanism that this is a toy. Has a magazine. It's an airsoft magazine, shoots pellets. The problem that we have with this, it must have a orange tip that is attached to it that you cannot remove. This one doesn't have it. This is just painted. So that's a no-no for us. And plus, this is a very realistic looking gun. When this realistic gun is in the hands of a child, if a police officer comes by and sees somebody pointing this gun to kids, what do you think that this officer will do? Will actually meet the guy with the gun with deadly force. There is no need in our society to have realistic guns in the playground. There is no need for it. If we cannot confiscate it by the orange tips, I see made in Wisconsin, United States. If it's made in Wisconsin, United States, what is coming from Europe? Also, they have the trademark. So we have some grounds to actually confiscate this gun as an IPR, intellectual property rights violation, or look for more information about, how we can go around and trying to stop this gun from reaching our population. Let's see what else we have. So now we're gonna X-ray these big parcels. Okay, what we have here, this one seems that the middle part is very dense. The parcel is coming from Poland and it's going to LA. And we have here puzzles. Whoa. Okay, this looks like something else. So what I'm gonna do now is gonna put my mask, make sure that we take all the precautions. So I'm gonna just make a little cut. So let me just rip this. And bingo. I see peels here. And we have another one. More peels here. And here we go. That's the weight. Same. So I'm gonna smash them and then test them to find out what substance we have here. Now we got NDMA. We're gonna wrap everything up. We're gonna set everything where it belongs, and we're gonna set it for control delivery. So the bad guy, when somebody's knocking at the door, might be a federal officer, where you're gonna spend a long, long time in the penitentiary.
She makes for an easy target. She had been in Mexico for approximately 3 to 4 years. The country that is known to have dangerous cartels and narcotics.
Where is it? Where is it?
All good? We wanted to have a little conversation with you. So you came from Canada?
Canada.
Okay.
We COVID it. We need the vaccine. I don't have the vaccine. I cannot go back.
Okay.
It was a mess. And after that, cartels still inside my van.
They robbed the inside of your van?
They robbed inside, and they kidnapped my 2 dogs. And
how'd you get them out?
we deal with the police there.
Okay.
We deal all night. They do the 200,000 pesos and
which is approximately how much?
$10,000
okay.
US. It's amazing. I says, "Are you local?" It's amazing. I says, "No."
How long did it take for you to get the dogs back?
Take 3 days.
3 days. How much did you ultimately end up paying?
A lot of money, around almost 100,000.
So
More
5,000.
than that, because they put knife in my 2 tires. I need to replace the tire. Anyway, I have a lot of adventure.
Yeah, absolutely. So are you carrying any currency in the van or with your persons? Any excess of $10,000 U.S. currency?
No,
monetary
I have
instruments?
1,200 left in pesos.
Oh, okay. Well, your inspection's complete. You're good to go. So after we completed our inspection and we had a little bit more of a discussion of where she's going, seems to be a pretty well-spirited lady, we released her and let her go on down the road.
We are headed to the Colombian National Police DCAR Carabineros headquarters here in Bogota, Colombia. They're planning to conduct arrests here in Bogota to try to dismantle these companies that have been selling and exporting gold that are illegitimate. The head of the company that they will be conducting arrest warrants for, he's been supplying heavy machinery to armed groups such as Clan de Golfo, ELN, people that go into national parks, conduct deforestation, and start conducting illegal mining.
This is the front line of the war on the Amazon, when guns and gold collide. Where the collateral damage begins and the forest being pillaged by a lust for gold.
There's thousands of acres of land in southern Colombia, Brazil, and Peru where it's being devastated illegally. Where they set up these makeshift barges on the rivers, and illegal mercury is being utilized to conduct these illegal gold mines. And it's contaminating the rivers. Indigenous people here in Colombia, their livelihood is on the river, especially when you're talking about the Amazon. And we don't know what are the effects of mercury for those that are consuming the mercury in the water, in the river, and the fish. A lot of times we don't emotionalize over a lot of our cases that we work, but this is where we live. So by arresting the subject, our end result is to dismantle these networks, to enforce the safety of our neighbors and our family.
Bueno, buenas tardes para todos. El día de hoy trabajamos de manera conjunta con HCI Colombia. Este es el objetivo principal, el cabecilla de la organización criminal. Vamos a hacer un allanamiento y registro a su residencia con fines de captura. Este objetivo está ubicado en el barrio Danubio Azul. Nos podemos encontrar con alguna organización que tenga algún control territorial en ese sector, dedicadas al tráfico local de estupefacientes, tenga armas de fuego, tenga material explosivo. Entonces, señores, lo ideal es que sea una diligencia rápida.
The Colombian National Police actually execute the arrest and search warrants. So what we're going to do now is we're going to provide support to the Colombian Police.
Comprometido para esta diligencia 15 comandos con capacidades diferenciales de combate urbano y combate rural. Si se nos presenta alguna situación, armamento largo, ametralladoras.
We know this organization uses explosives on their operations, so we have to be careful, not only finding people and weapons, but now today we have to worry about finding explosives as well. We're driving to south of Bogota, where the Colombian National Police has identified the leader organizer of this illegal gold mining operation. At this location that we're going is where the target lives, as well as has a business location in the same building. So the goal of today is to capture this person and conduct a search of the business location. This is the most dangerous part of Bogota. There's a lot of good, hardworking people in this area, but The street crime in this area is really bad. Really, really bad. So this is going to be a challenge.
Good boy.
Nothing.
Hey, here we go. No luck this time.
The various cartels,
They switch it up all the time. I mean, right when you think you got it figured out, they'll switch the game on you. So you can't really go based on your previous load. You know, it may have been the front bumper one time. It ain't gonna be the front bumper the next time.
¿De dónde viene, señora? Reynosa, ¿qué hiciste en Reynosa? This vehicle is linked to a cartel, and there was a hit for it, but there's no record on the drivers. So I'm gonna go see if I can get some more information. ¿Cuánto tiempo estuviste en México?
Como unas 5 horas. Empecé como a las 11, 12.
¿La camioneta es tuya?
No, sí la estoy pagando.
Okay. ¿Cuánto tiempo tenía con la camioneta?
Tengo como 2 años.
Okay. ¿Puede bajar con sus cosas de valor? Allá en la oficina, por favor. Gracias. We'll check any type of liquid they may have in the vehicle, especially like antifreeze or something, because it could be liquid meth. If it doesn't crystallize when it hits the air right away, then you know it's regular liquid. Yeah. Looks good. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. The inspection is good. The vehicle had no tampering. She's had it for about 2 years. Pase conmigo, por favor. She could have bought it. The person before was probably linked to a cartel. Okay, muchas gracias. Es todo.
Gracias.
Pásale bien.
Hasta luego, mamá.
So we're good with the inspection. We're gonna let her go.
This one has something inside the parcel. It's very thick. I'm not able to read it. In the past, we have a lot of success finding drugs and this kind of parcel. Oh, okay, we got a box. A bag with confetti, and you can see white residual here, powdery substance. And you gotta ask why gonna be powder inside of these partitions. When I say partition, these are like walls of a box. So we ask ourselves a question. Does this make sense to you? Why somebody from Germany is spending $60, $70, $80 to send partitions, white partitions, here in the United States? It doesn't make sense. We're gonna see if my gut feeling is right. Now see, I have white powder substance in my blade. We are going to test what kind of substance do we have over here. And bang, we have ketamine. So we're gonna cut this in the middle, and we're gonna take all the substance out. Got our evidence back. Now we're gonna Go slow. All the way in. Let us know, let us know, let us know. So I'm gonna weigh this, see what panel weighs in terms of drugs. So this is gonna be in pounds. It's a pound. A pound times 5. These drugs, what they do is harm our population, harm our kids, destroy families. And when we get something like that out of the street, we are actually keeping our country safe.
The complications of this operation is that there's only one entry point and one exit point into the building. Normally we like to see if we can secure and maybe go in different ways, but this is going to be a challenge. The police is trying to make entry into the building. It's protected by a metal door. This is a very common tactic that criminals use here in Colombia. Gaining entry, it becomes very difficult.
Okay, we're clear.
Estoy leyendo los derechos por los cuales se le está atribuyendo estos artículos, generando graves daños de contaminación con mercurio y cianuro, ocasionando una grave destrucción a los recursos naturales y el medio ambiente.
Señor, no entiendo eso porque yo nunca he trabajado.
Estoy leyendo los derechos, señor Yusuf. Por favor. ¿Sí me entiende?
Le voy a explicar a él.
Señor, Franco, señor, está aglomerando gente y se va a querer entrar.
We're having a lot of family members showing up at the location, so the police is trying to secure the residents and also control all the people that are gathering outside. It's getting too dangerous.
So we're out?
Yeah, we're gonna be
right. So we're out of here.
It's a little rowdy.
People are starting to come outside the apartments, coming outside their houses. There may be some unrest at the location, so it's best for security purposes that we head back to the office.
Let's go. Let's take off. Okay.
Hello. Anything to declare today?
No.
Single male driver approached my lane. There was something off about this driver. He was overly friendly, so I sent him in for enforcement. Item park it on number 1, please. I decided to have the vehicle inspected by K9.
Okay, over here.
Where is it? Where is it?
Alert.
Oh, boy.
I was a solid alert as soon as I came around the vehicle where you hit by the door panel and rocker panel. So we'll just go ahead and confirm it with the x-ray.
See all the anomalies here in the wheel. And driver's side rear door.
Driver's side too.
We have confirmed anomalies. We're gonna go to the seizure processing area. We'll dismantle the load and reveal the anomalies.
Yeah, I can see sneakers and clothing in that box.
We're gonna x-ray this pack. It's coming from Europe, and this pack is different from the other packs because it's very bulgy. Just had different odd shapes. It seems to be a sculpture. The 3 figurines coming from one of the European countries, but it has something inside. It has different bulges inside, different density. I have to open the bag. Well, look at that, porcupine. We can see on the bottom that this has been broken and plastered again. Makes me believe that our little friend here is hiding something. Let's find out what he's hiding. It seems that somebody has tempered from the bottom of this figurine, so we were trying to see if we can take the bottom out. Wow, I see a plastic bag right now, so I'm almost 100% sure that this is something illicit. Successful surgery, and voila, our first bag. So right now what we're doing is we're gonna try to test this. So we're gonna insert a little substance here and see what we got. And we have ketamine. So we still have some bags inside here. This is a really clever way of hiding drugs. There you go. And look, our friend keeps smiling. Attaboy. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 8 pieces and 3 figurines. Now we're gonna see how much this thing weighs. How much weight do we have here? Wow, it's 3.15 pounds in each figurine. And we got 3 figurines. I never imagined to be an officer when I was growing up. I'm a psychology major. I used to treat people on the clinical side. I used to manage a detox and rehab unit. And now I see myself on the other side, stopping the drugs for actually reaching these people. And it's fulfilling because it's the passion that you have by doing what you believe is right to do and by what you believe you can save the country and help people to move on in their life.
It does look like a significant amount of narcotics. Right here we have a trap door that goes to the bumper access. So you probably pull this green rope here and it should all come out there. That's gonna be coke. You can kind of tell what kind of substance you're gonna get based on the packages. So if I have perfect squares that are symmetrical, the likelihood of it being cocaine is very high because they use a cocaine press to compress the narcotic. I'm impressed.
All that in the door.
In one door.
In our line of work, we call this a suicide load, just because on the door panels, it's just very obvious to an officer. There's a lot of indicators for a door load. When an officer opens a door and it's extra heavy, if there's a loose package in there and you shake the door and you hear that rattle, just very obvious for the type of smuggling method used. It looks like we're gonna have 44 or so packages of cocaine. And it looks like 5 packages of methamphetamine. We're gonna field test the narcotic, get an official weight, know exactly what narcotic we're dealing with. This is gonna be a very valuable load. It says Donald Trump with a star in Trump's face. Drug trafficking organizations might stamp their insignia on the cocaine just to mark where the cocaine came from. I've seen different insignias, but that's the first time I've seen the Donald Trump stamp.
What I'm about to do is I'm going to test this package for narcotics. And it's positive for cocaine. Now I'm about to test these bags. This bag tested positive for methamphetamine.
The method of smuggling within the doors is usually not one consistent for a hard narcotic such as cocaine. Come to find out that they used it for cocaine and meth. It ended up being a great seizure for the port. The final weight of the cocaine, 46.54 kilograms.
Now we're gonna weigh the crystal meth. We have 5 bags of meth, totaling 5 kilograms.
As per policy, once we have a narcotic seizure, all those subjects are turned over to HSI. The narcotics will be stored in our vault, later to be destroyed. The vehicle will be impounded, later to be auctioned, and we'll await the court process for the subject. It's hard work, definitely a lot of manual labor when we're tearing apart cars, we're tearing apart compartments, but it's definitely well worth it.
We're headed to the Colombian National Police station where the main target of the operation is going to be booked. It's very significant for us to be able to capture high-level people that have been identified. That goes a long way in helping to dismantle the organization, making it harder for them to continue with the illegal gold mining. And the other people that are in the organization can start worrying if they're next or who's going to be next getting arrested.
Logramos la captura del objetivo, del cabecilla de la organización. Estando en el lugar, empezó a llegar mucha gente, familiares de esta persona, quienes buscaban la forma de liberarnos. Querían hacernos daño, quitarnos el armamento largo de los comandos o iniciar a lanzarnos objetos como piedras, palos, para causarnos daño y evitar que el procedimiento se hiciera. Sin embargo, pues se logró salir adelante y logramos extraer el objetivo. Hoy en día ya lo estamos colocando a disposición de la Fiscalía General de la Nación.
The organization has identified they were conducting and operating here in Bogotá and in Tumaco, Barbacoas. They were supplying most of the illegal gold mining networks with all the heavy machinery equipment. And it's very difficult to remove a lot of the equipment from these areas. So it's easier for the Colombian National Police to actually destroy the items so they're not being utilized at any other time. So they're able to have these items destroyed. The individual that was arrested in Bogotá, he's currently facing approximately 20 to 23 years in Colombian jail for money laundering, environmental crimes, for illegal mining. We try to further these investigations by going after bank accounts, financial schemes, assets they may have here in the region so that we can prosecute these individuals.
We're very fortunate that the Colombian police were able to capture a target today. This sends a strong message to everybody in Colombia that the Colombian government is serious about combating these types of crimes and that they're going to go after all the criminals that are conducting these types of operations. This also helps us. We're able to use information that is obtained here to identify all the people in the United States that are receiving illegal gold from Colombia.